himself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Mountaineers offense will go on the attack first. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's
the good thing, Steven. The good thing no one has a good quality video. Because, well, I don't want to copyright strike from manipulating theme, fight, and all them theme songs.
What Tiffany say?
We just do a voiceover. We just go over together one day and do a voiceover.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
And the Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner goes down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of them.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a really short gain before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Brewer. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on. They got to find...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd down. It's manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
Up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues.
Steven,
What?
you sleeping?
No, why?
Show Tiffany, show Juan what the Grinch is. That thing.
You don't know what the Grinch is?
No.